In this video, we will see how to do the inventory optimization. First, we need to go to the MIEO in order to create a project. Select the inventory optimization, write the name of the project, create a project. Then you need to fill all the standard tables which are required for the inventory optimization. Let's start with the loading some example. Let's load the example. Let's take the example from the Canada mining spare part. So you can see we have the different tables, customers, factories, all the required tables, and then we have the three policies. So we define the inventory policies at different site for a different product, different policies. We can set SS, RQ, TS, unlimited, and none different policies. Then these are the baseline parameter that we already have. The major table to set up for the inventory optimization is input factor. So in input factor, we need to set up for each parameter what is a minimum range, what is a maximum range, and what is a step. So inventory optimization will do step. It will iterate over all the steps, all the combinations, and find out the one which is the best one. We can see the network on the map. So we can see the suppliers are there. We can see the customers. Let's focus on this. So we do say some suppliers, factories, and the customers. We don't have any scenario so far in optimization. By default, we need to set up some parameters. By default, it has some numbers. Let's set up like we want to desire service level 95, and for this 95 service level, I need to find what is my optimum inventory policies for each product at each site. So we can keep the higher the number we put it here, it will evaluate that many option and better the solution quality. For now, let's keep it as a minimum, which is of 10. It will evaluate out of this big number of the scenario, it will evaluate 110 using some genetic algorithm. Let's run it on the local. So it will show the progress. It just started running the model. Yeah. So we got the result. This is a confidence interval. Let's first look at the mean. So it gives us the different scenarios where we can achieve the 95% service level, and the best one is the one which has the lowest cost and still achieve the 95% service level. So in our case, this is our optimum policy. So we can click on this and we can see what is the policy, what is this scenario specifically. So we can create a scenario with this policy parameter. We can see the different information like my orders, how my inventory will be behaving with these parameters, specifically like stock out events, and then the service level. So we can see the service level, it's almost at 100% and then it drops, but average service level is 95. It depends on all other supply chain information that we have added in the model. So this way we can know like which inventory parameters we should set up for each product at each site. We get the more detailed information in the tables where we have the all required information. We can compare the scenarios. We can specifically look for a specific scenario if we want, and we get the result with confidence interval because each scenario is run for the multiple replication. So it gives the what is the interquartile range for the cost as well as the service level. So this way we can do the inventory optimization where we can see how inventory is behaving over the time. Thanks for watching. Start the free trial. Reach out to our team at support@optimeridian.com.